What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Simple Minds. And as you can see by the title, we are going to go through Once Upon a Time at the same time we're going through Empires and Dance. I know some people said they didn't think that would be a good idea, but there was someone who commented that they've been waiting for months for me to go through Once Upon a Time. I'm sympathetic to that kind of thing, and I get that. I didn't know what I was going to do, and originally I was thinking maybe I'd go through both, and to then, at first I was like, oh wait, I guess I won't do that, and I get how that would be a big bummer. So again, if you're not into this album, no worries, you can concentrate on Empires and Dance, but I am going to go through them both just because I do want people who've been waiting for a certain album, not to have me turn a different direction at the last second. So this is 85. I expect it to continue in the direction that we heard with Sparkle in the Rain, and going farther into perhaps a more pop synth rock mode and less of a more atmospheric, sort of cinematic type of synth rock feel. So ultimately, I did note on the last album that the vocals were definitely moving into a more intense and dramatic territory, so I expect that to continue. Either way, the first tune on Once Upon a Time is the title track. It's obviously a phrase related to stories. It's often used in connection to fantasy stories in particular, but I do believe any fictional narrative could reasonably start with the phrase, so I expect it to be on some level a story told to us through a song, but it might be multiple levels of that, so to speak, like someone telling a story but is in fact themselves part of their own story. Either way, Luca's going to fall off my lap, so I guess let's start it. This is Simple Minds. The track is Once Upon a Time, and it's the title track from the 1985 album of the same name. Reminded me of Bono here. I like that transition. part is a bit amusing. Because it's the same, like, melodic run as the keys. I like this a lot. Run. Ba, 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 ba. It's like they do an impression of the keyboard run vocally. Again, there's moments here where it's like I still feel the continuity. Loving this section. I like a lot of the sort of more stripped down parts of this in particular. Yeah, it's obviously this is something that will evolve as I continue through this album and also go backward in time. But it's like when I hear this, I hear how their sound is perhaps changing as they go through the albums and through the 80s, but there are moments there, especially like at the end, it's atmospheric, it's, you know, that theatrical or cinematic type of synth rock. So yeah, in ways I still feel the continuity even as things do seem to change. So and you know, I suppose that's fair that, you know, that's what a lot of bands do, especially a lot of bands that are dynamic enough to stick around for a long time is, you know, they're still the group you know, but they continue to evolve, continue to develop. So yeah, one track into this album, but having just gone through the last album, which was already a bit transitional, this album feels like maybe you know, with the title track at least, that it's more of the same, where it's, you know, I can feel them pushing into a more like pop oriented direction, but I can also like hear moments where it's like, you know, I think I would identify this as Simple Minds even if I was hearing it for the first time without knowing, as I am listening to it for the first time. In any case, Luca is tired of my shenanigans, so I will wrap this up. But I am curious to hear what people think. And again, if you're not so much into this album, no worries. Like, you know, I just really do want to make sure that people who have been enjoying a particular deep dive, and, you know, it seemed like I was talking about reacting to this, and then I was like, oh wait, maybe I won't. So I felt like, no, I have to go through with it. So shout out to all the Simple Minds fans, no matter what your favorite album of theirs is. At this point, Luca, I am going to have to pick you up, so we'll see how this goes. I do have like a feline seatbelt at this point. Do let me know what you think. I will see you next time. Peace.